Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be unboxing the HG Gundam The Origin Gundam Local Type North American Type. So kind of interesting there in the title that it doesn't say anything about it being the black Gundam, which I was thinking that it did, but now reading it apparently it doesn't. So anyway, it's just North American Type, doesn't say anything about being a black Gundam, but it's basically just a black version of the Gundam Local Type. The HG Gundam Local Type is actually it was a kit that really shocked me how much I liked it. Before it came out, I complained a lot about the price of it being 2,000 yen, which happens to be the same price for this kit. But I still think it's overpriced, but at the same time I think it's worth it because it's such a nice kit and it looks so good. And this one I think also looks really good, but it's still overpriced. Anyway, you can save some money though if you're shopping at USA Gundam Store. So shop there and use my coupon code there, and that will help save you guys some money. So thank you to them, USA Gundam Store. The link is down below. Check out their shop site there and everything cool that they have. So let's get into the unboxing. Really cool box art here on the front. If that doesn't, get you going as a fan of like Gundam The Origin or just UC in general, classic Gundam designs, MSV designs, that should really be getting you pretty excited about this. I think if you see this box on the shelf, it gets me excited for sure. Even though I know that all those awesome orange lines on there is just some silly stickers. Really hoping in the next round of HG waterslide decals that Bandai puts out, they include decals for this kit. This not being a P Bandai kit, although I think it probably really should have been a P Bandai release. The fact that it's a standard release, I think it helps improve the chances that we will get some official Bandai waterslides for this. Hopefully, fingers crossed anyway. So going around to the side of the box, this is just the same thing on the front. We can see this is number 17 in the line. On the bottom there we can see the Gundam Local Type there, just painted up, decaled up. I would say that's probably, they probably converted a sheet to waterslide decals just for the sample model. I don't think that those are actually the stickers or actually masked and painted. I would imagine they just made a set of waterslide decals for that. But anyway, here just about the story. I'm not really too familiar with the story because as you can see over here, this is from Kukuru's Doan's Island. It's a MSD, Origin MSD Mobile Suit Discovery kind of like side story. Manga apparently. Haven't read the manga or anything. I actually don't even know if it's been released yet or not. I would assume that it is, but I don't really follow manga actually that much, to be honest. But here you can see just a short little bit about the Gundam and the story itself, which is actually pretty interesting. It says, around October of 0079, when the deadlock of the One-Year War was broken, it is said that a black Gundam type mobile suit appeared in the desert area of North America. Basically, it was a badass mobile suit. It killed a bunch of guys. No one could really see it. In later years, a recorded video that was brought home by a corporal showed that there was a black mobile suit, and it was judged to be a RX-7801N, a Gundam Local Type, a version of the Gundam Local Type. However, no official records exist about the black RX-7801N and the Earth Federation forces, and further investigation is sought. So basically just saying the EFF doesn't have any actual records of this, so it's kind of like a secret Gundam or rogue Gundam or something. Who knows actually, but whatever, it's cool. I don't know if that's actually more explained in the manga, if that's just like kind of a teaser. You have to like read the manga to see what happens. But anyway, here we can see on the back just some poses. This kit poses really nicely, and with the addition of that new cannon on the back, it's going to be a lot of fun. That's pretty much the only difference with this kit, is that it has a different backpack, and the new backpack is including that shoulder cannon, so you can actually mount the weapons onto the backpack here as well, the shield and the machine gun. That's pretty cool. Of course, it's showing just some of the articulation gimmicks, hand options, and stickers. And then, like I mentioned before, the list price of 2,000 yen. So getting into the runners, there you can see a very big bag with not a whole lot in it, a lot of empty space there. It's a really nice color of light tan for that. I like that. There's our new parts for this kit, so just like a half a runner there. Some new parts for the backpack. One little clear red part there for the visor, some dark black, some red for the head, the machine gun, polycaps, sticker sheet, orange parts, and then just 4-colored A-runner parts. So on the manual here is the box art once again, and here below, showing the front and back of the mobile suit. And here's actually a little bit more information about the Gundam Cybus. There is more actually known about that. I'll let you guys pause that video and read that if you want, but there you go. This does actually explain a little bit more about the Gundam there. I'm sure, again, it's all on the wiki page, no doubt, but if you haven't read that, you could have just paused the video there and just checked that out for a little brief summary. For me, lore and canon is kind of interesting, but it really doesn't matter all that too much to me. If the Gundam model looks cool, then I like it. Sometimes knowing a little bit more about the actual backstory in canon does make it kind of more interesting, but usually I'm just more worried about the looks. So again, just showing some different stuff here. One thing I'm noticing is that in the sample images, that light gray color there definitely looks a lot more just straight gray. When if you look at the parts here, that's definitely a light tannish color. It's definitely a different color. You can see there's the back of that and the back of that. Totally different. Not really a complaint, just pointing that out. Anyway, here's our marking guide. A lot of sticker markings for this kit. I won't put all of them on, but I'll put some of them on just so you guys can see how that's going to look. And then the color guide there at the bottom. All the colors there listed in Japanese and English if you are interested in matching those exactly, if you're crazy like that. Here's the parts list. And as we can see, we're going to be using pretty much everything except for the few parts there on the D runner, which are the parts for making just the regular local type's backpack. So you can actually make just the regular local type backpack and use that if you want, or give that to a different kit or something, or just keep that for your kit bashing parts. So the construction is going to be normal: body, head, waist, left arm, right arm, feet, left leg, right leg, and then final construction here, back on the color pages, bringing it all home, and then the backpack. So the cannon, just installing that on there, the machine gun, how to mount the machine gun on there, and then the beam saber, the shield, mounting the shield onto the arm, shield onto the backpack, standing up the shield, and all of that. Let's get into the runners. Okay, so here's our foil sticker sheet. Just a few stickers on here. One for the little V on the front of the crotch, one for the eyes, and then two little red ones for the cameras on the front and back of the head. Our sticker marking sheet with all the orange lining, and then just some white ones here for some big EFF logos, 01 logos, and then some just small little caution markings there. SB13 for our standard clear pink beam saber effect parts, and PC001 for our polycaps here in that grayish brownish color. First up, we've got runner A1. It's a 3-color runner, just one kind of yellowish orangish part there for the parts there for the vent in the chest, kind of chest vent area, and then some of that darker, it's kind of the same color as the polycaps, I guess, that dark brownish, really gray, dark brown color. So it's not actually black, it's just a really dark brown. And then that kind of light tannish gray color here for some of the joint parts and everything on that side. And we do have two of this A1 runner. Runner B1 here is just in that same dark brownish color, and here we've got parts for the skirts, some parts for the legs, some parts for the weapons, parts for the head, a whole bunch of stuff here on runner B1. Runner C1 here, now this is in a little bit of a darker brown color. This is almost black, so I think you could kind of say this is black. One interesting thing about this is that this is Origin MSD MS2. This is the runner marking for this, so it's not actually labeled for the Gundam Local Type, but obviously it's just the MS2 from the MSD line, which is just parts that they've used for the local type, the waterproof Gundam, and then this one is the third version, I think, if I'm counting correctly. I don't think I'm forgetting any P-Bandai kits or anything like that, other variants other than just the waterproof Gundam. And then we have the C2 runner here, just a small little red runner. It's kind of a little bit of an obnoxious orange-red color. I don't actually like it, but luckily it's two tiny little pieces there just for the face, or like under the eyes and the chin part, and then the jewel on the top of the forehead, which comes off very easily. I'll talk more about that in the review, but just from my experience with the regular local type, that part comes off super easily. Runner D1 here is just more parts for hands, and then some parts for the backpack, parts for the inside of the shield, a couple more joint parts there. And then runner D2 is our one tiny little red, clear red part there for the visor that will go in front of the eyes. Runner G2 is just the parts for the machine gun. It's just labeled HG 144 scale machine gun 2. So this is nothing new. We've seen this in a few of the different Origin, especially the Origin MSD kits that have come out. And finally, the actual new parts for this kit here are on runner H. New parts for the backpack and the shoulder cannon. So not a whole lot new, but it really packs a punch. I really like the look of these new parts. And of course now with the inclusion of the shoulder cannon, a lot of people are asking if we're going to get a regular RX-7802 like we had with the Master Grade, the Origin version of the Gundam basically. But I don't know if we're going to have that. I assume it's probably just a matter of time. It's not actually, some people are thinking like, oh, we've basically got it with this kit, but if you were going to make it like a 144 scale HD version of the Master Grade, there's barely any of this kit that they could use, because even the joints are just they wouldn't match. They're not really in that same style. So I don't really think that this is definitely a precursor to getting that particular kit, but I do think that Bandai probably will make an HG version of that Gundam. Hopefully, but I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, in the meantime, thank you guys as always for watching. If you have other questions or comments, leave those down below, and I'll see you guys in the review. Bye-bye. Hey! Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, if you want to check the kit out for yourself, you can head over to USA Gundam Store. Use that coupon code ZakuAurelius10. Save yourself 10%. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.